Hey everyone, so this is our weekend away with Evie for her birthday and also to surprise my mum as she's flying into Vancouver. So we are currently at the ferry port, just waiting to get on the ferry to go to mainland so we can hit the outlet and then go pick them up from the airport. So stick with us. That's the steam clock. We've just watched it chime on the hour. I'll pop a clip of it on here. It's actually quite impressive. And this is what's known as Gas House. It's got lots of like little stores and eating areas outside. And then we've got the mountain views and we've actually got a cruise ship in the background. My mum, Vico being tourists.
The moose. That's my mom. Little one. Got it? Good thing it's not real.
Yes. Wait till I take you before we go back to the ferry. That's all real.
I ain't buying souvenirs now. This is my first day. I'm sure to be scammed or anything. So I'll wait for this.
We don't really have souvenirs where we are. Just almost bought the whole Kate Spade. Smells really good.
This is your song.
I know, I love this song.
Extraordinary tea.
Hi everyone, I hope you've had a great 2 weeks where it's been as quiet from me as possible. I've had a great time with my mum. I'm getting a tan, yay. And yeah, we've been up to absolutely loads of stuff, which I've vlogged a lot of it, and I'm going to be releasing the things that we've done alongside topics that you may want to know about. So today I'm going to, or you've already seen, the Vancouver trip that we did. It's just kind of like a summary. I didn't like Vancouver. I am never going back there ever again. Yes, we will visit the outlets because they are stupidly cheap for clothes and things like that, but I will not be going into Vancouver ever again. If you are interested in what went down in Vancouver, why I don't want to go back, comment below and I will stick a short up just to summarize it for you. But yeah, not for me. Vancouver is not for me. But how have you all been? I hope you're really good. You know, talk to me, comment below, send me a message on Insta. I've missed you all. I've missed all the messages and all the interactions that I usually have with everybody. So it'd be great just to catch up. I am going to do a live through my Facebook group. So if you want to join me, the link's in the comments. Or I'm going to see if there's a way to kind of like do it through Insta or link it to Insta, but we'll figure that out later on. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about how you get an LMIA. I've done so much research on this. I've spoken to others that have them. Obviously we're here because Nathan's on an LMIA. And I'm just going to tell you a few hints and tips on how you may achieve landing a job that will support you through LMIA. So stay with me. So I've got my notes here, so I'm going to be referring backwards and forwards, so bear with me. So the first thing we did, or I did for Nathan, was create a LinkedIn profile. Now I keep saying this to my group and on Instagram, I'm like, LinkedIn is huge in Canada. I was offered jobs through LinkedIn without even applying for anything. Nathan, that is how Nathan connected with the company that he's now got a job with. And it's really, really important to build a really good profile and to actively post on it, obviously job related things. So it's not like your social media like Facebook. So what we did was I put posts up about jobs that Nathan's completed, just kind of summarising what he's done. He'd take photographs of the jobs that he's done, we'd load that on there. What we did was track down people who worked in the industry in the areas that we wanted to live in Canada and kind of connected with them, and through them we've managed to connect with higher members within the company, just so people are physically seeing the work that you do in the UK. Load your CV, your resume, also snippets from any references that you've got that you can put on there in like quotations, and really like sell yourself they are desperate for workers here, and good workers. Nathan's been offered countless amount of work since we've been here at different companies, through word of mouth. Obviously he can't take anything, and to be fair, he's really happy with the company that he's with, so I don't think he'd be moving on anyway, because we are really well looked after as a family, not just Nathan as an employee. So yeah, references, snippets, photos, regularly post, and obviously try and connect with those companies that you're interested in. I would suggest looking at bigger companies, because they have obviously more money and they're more likely to look at the LMIA as an option because they need more workers. And obviously that then kind of like, you're on a closed work permit, so you are linked to that company for your entirety of your LMIA. Then after, say like us, after a year, you can then go for PR. So our application goes in about 4 weeks. That's when Nathan's completed his full year. So yeah, LinkedIn's super important. Keep it very professional. Reach out to those, networking's really, really important. So LinkedIn's a great tool for that, but also you need to like use your tools. So people like myself who have a connection to a company that are always actively seeking to employ people through LMIA, you've got to remember it has to be in your job field that you work in the UK, because they need to prove to the government that you are more qualified than anybody they can find locally to them. So if you are a glazer or a roofer, please do reach out to me, and I can put you in contact with the team that hire through Nathan's company. I have brought quite a few over already. I helped a few people already with this, and it's a super quick process. So definitely reach out to me on Instagram or on my Facebook group, or even in the comments here, but you probably find it easy to direct message me, so I can send you the information that I need from you that I can then forward on to the HR team for you. Also there's other people that, so using job sites such as Job Bank and Indeed, you can type LMIA in and things will come through with LMIAs. Job Bank will tell you if the company you're looking at accepts or offers LMIAs. So that is another way to find positions that are actively recruiting from outside the country that will sponsor good employees to come through. Obviously we've done networking, Job Bank. I think that's pretty much it. It is quite difficult to get an LMIA, but it's all about how you market yourself. So it's really important that you speak to other members of the group or reach out to me to ask how we've done like the resumes, how we've done cover letters, how we've connected with people, and how we've kind of like built up our little kind of like, I don't know how to put it actually. We've got quite a few people that do LMIAs. I have on my Facebook group got a guide with links and websites for companies, large companies that actively recruit people with the LMIA. So please do jump on the Facebook group. Definitely follow me on Instagram because I post things on there as well. I also post my daily life on Instagram, and I am open to direct message on Instagram as well, but I'm not on Facebook. So Facebook, anything you need, stick to the group. Or if you want to direct message me on Instagram only, because I will not reply on Facebook because that is for my family and my family only. So with LMIA, the company has to apply for it and they have to kind of like meet certain guidelines. There is availability on IRCC to have a look to see what those guidelines are. I have seen and spoken to people who have been refused, and this was down to the company hadn't advertised on enough places, so say Job Bank, newspapers or Indeed, and hadn't advertised for long enough. They also had tried to hire someone from the UK that doesn't have the experience needed to meet that job, and they couldn't also prove that the Canadians applying weren't more qualified for the position than said person. So when you're applying for a job, you need to make sure that you meet all the skill requirements. You have you know, a long service history, at least as long as what the company requires. The one Nathan went for was a minimum of 5 years. They say this because of what the LMIA requires. Yeah, so there are certain criteria that they have to fit into, and if you're applying for jobs and you do not fit the criteria that the company needs to get a positive LMIA, they won't approve it, so you're very unlikely to get offered the position. So yeah, you can be refused for an LMIA. There are protocols to follow. Check out IRCC, I will link it into the description. So happy hunting for jobs. Remember that not every job will have an LMIA attached to it. So if you can't find that, look at other routes. There are plenty of others. Study, you pretty much guarantee yourself in. But we'll talk on that another day. Although I didn't want this to be a particularly long video because there isn't much to tell you. It's, I think, common sense and just, you know, knowing what you want and going for it and making sure you can connect to the right people. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick catch up. As I said previously, if you want to know a little bit more about the Vancouver trip and why we're not planning on going back there, please do comment below, and if I get enough people that are interested, I will run a short on what happened in Vancouver. Okay, bye for now. See you next week. Peace.